Our new home remains as of yet undisturbed. I believe the captain should be back from their sojourn, so we need to have that discussion. And by now, the barrier should be well and truly passed. Now we just need to wait for the heartbeats to begin as the cycle renews in full. Let's see.
Do it again. This is the worst. It didn't work. It worked every other time.
Oh, I just got launched. I'm on fire!
Have the bone fights renewed?
Hi, it's perfect time for your kid.
I don't know if you're speaking or not.
Have the bone fights begun anew?
Let me check.
Kyle, I don't think I can hear you. Michael. 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 Michael.
I was
Michael.
here
Let me try it again.
God. I want to do it.
See, it worked.
I
Oh!
Try it.
Oh!
Ow!
Oh, that really hurts. Ow!
well then,
Ow.
Ow.
has
This is the best. Stop it. Ah, no, you don't. Stop it. Stop it.
Hey, can you hear us?
This is sad
You
face.
can hear us. Well, are you going one of those like weird ritual things where you have to stay quiet for a while? No.
Isn't that from the fucking Warrior Cat
Ow.
series?
Oh god.
I just whiplashed myself.
Here, have a water bottle. Maybe that might help.
I'll
No!
kill you.
Not the water.
I'll kill
Get
you,
out.
bitch.
Why is everyone so violent?
Get out. Have what? Ow.
I didn't do anything, I swear.
Zach, can you hear
Hey.
Kyle? Because no one can.
has my voice been returned to me?
Ow. That ow. Really
This is
hurt.
a strange iteration of the bone fight.
Stop shooting people. I think at this point it's just murder your friends.
Oh, we're murdering our friends? We're
No.
murdering our friends?
Oh god. I don't. Oh, that fucking death message. How did we get that death message? How the fuck do you get that death message?
What? Oh, wait, I know what it is.
Oh. I guess I wasn't friends with Wooly.
Hold on. That death method. I just realized what that is. That death method. English. That death message shows up when a player kills themselves after killing another player.
Oh.
So.
Stop it! What the hell? Why is everyone gunning it? Stop it! What the fuck?
It seems like much has transpired.
Yeah, you guys.
I broke your hat. Oh, I'm so sorry. You broke your hat.
That's squished my imaginary.
I broke.
That hat!
Okay.
No.
That is
Except for ashes.
mine underwater faster.
Look at you.
Oh
Okay.
no. Ow.
I'm just gonna hold this, so if anyone hits me, then they get hit back.
No, actually, that's deserved.
Wait,
That is
really?
entirely
Stop!
that.
Stop! That's not invitation. You have an
did.
axe.
Fine, let me change to bow. The heck is Wooly?
Oh my goodness!
It says Wooly was killed by Wooly using magic.
Oh wow! Don't hit me, man.
Wait, we got some death.
That indeed we must.
Murder.
Stop murder. You murdered yourself.
Yeah.
No. Oh, sorry, I need to heal. Can I please? You are at full health.
Here, I'll
You're
let you
fine.
heal.
I'm fine. What is with the murder party?
Well, now she'll come back healed.
Here you are, Zach.
Oh no. Oh no.
Final piece.
Some warning would have been appreciated.
Oh,
Sorry.
and look at that. Oh, that is lovely.
There's. Stop trying
I
to
think
kill
that's my finest
Kay.
work so far.
Was my death celebrated?
Ow.
Oh,
It's
wonderful to see you, Kay.
Chest plate.
At your
Good.
convenience, I will need to
Well,
have
just
words
please.
with you, Captain.
Pick up
Well,
your stuff. Let's see what
I mean, if that's the case, if you need to go somewhere for that,
Yeah,
then
it's
I'm
gone.
more than happy.
Oh my god, this axe. This thing is huge. I didn't know it was that.
Things
Go
happen.
away.
All right.
You're ruining all my armor.
Friend Ferris,
Captain.
we discussed this before.
Breaking all my armor.
I will not have this discussion a third time.
Now, where would you like to talk?
Where would you feel most comfortable having a private discussion?
I feel the lighthouse or my ship, either or.
Let us head towards the lighthouse.
Aye. Nice.
Let us head to one of the icebergs by your ship.
Yes.
I do
I
not
will meet
trust.
you over there.
I do not trust ears to keep their distance.
Mm-hmm. Ah, there we go. I'll sit in the water if you don't mind. Makes it easier to breathe.
I do not mind at all.
So, you needed to talk to me. I'm sorry I wasn't here last week. I got a bit sick at the forge.
I understand one's well-being takes priority,
Mm-hmm.
but there are several matters that have been building for some time that need to be discussed.
Well, I'm all gills.
Yeah. Let us start with perhaps the simplest discussion. When Ferris was accepted into the community, it was done so at the behest of you, and you were to be the one to ensure their actions remained just.
Yes.
While Ferris has not reverted to their ways of taking items from others, there have been several instances as such where they have caused the items of others to be destroyed.
Oh. Well, that is definitely not
Some of
good.
which were items that allowed individuals to travel with ease to areas where they no longer could. And as such, that has been taken from them again.
Mhm.
I wish you to be aware of this, as it has. After the first discussion with Ferris, they seemed to understand, but as time has passed, it seems to have slipped their mind.
Mhm.
Of the next matter,
Mhm.
have you lost what remained of your senses?
Well, that's the
I
big
ask
part.
this in the most reserved manner I can. Do you fully know the extent of powers for the artifact you bestowed to friend Zack?
I do. I saw many a mage use them in the past. I see great promise in Zack so long as they can to wield that power. And the only way for them to learn is to do.
This I understand with some withholdings. Generally, one does not begin to test such things in the center of communal gatherings.
That definitely seems
Generally,
like an oversight on Zack's part.
testings should be done in more secluded areas.
Yes.
And I cannot fully hold Zack responsible for this, as from your own and Kareem's admittance, they are less than a month young. I cannot fully expect them to understand the precautions that should be in place when they have not had the life experiences or the time with which to have heard of such wisdom.
I will say that was an oversight on my part. I do forget that not many around here grew up around the type of magic that I did. It was commonplace, second nature. Most kids as they grew up would have already begun experimenting at this point. I will say I will be sure to observe friend Zach's progression with a keener eye. I will say I would have preferred to be there for their first casting, but getting sick doesn't exactly help on that matter.
This I understand.
I can definitely see that perhaps I wasn't in the best frame of mind after working the forge the whole night. Simply remember making it. And then, yes.
Well, that settles that matter.
Mm-hmm.
Now on to perhaps the more troubling. How to broach this topic. You are aware of the growths that are happening within friend Kareem.
Somewhat, yes. It worries me, but they say that they're fine and there's not much I can really do to change their mind. Well, don't look now.
What?
But we have a guest.
Hold on. As expected, prying ears always find their way to private
More than prying
conversations.
ears, you might want to take a look. It just went over the top of that. We saw one of these earlier today. I was trying to find you earlier today, but I couldn't. Wanted to notice the ring had been rusted.
Yes.
I have a feeling that these things might be.
That is connected to the other matter I wish to speak with you about. Should we move to the adjacent iceberg yonder?
Seems like a good idea. I will say you were doing a wonderful job with those rings.
Practice, as they say, does make perfect.
Mm-hmm.
The ring, as I have been working with the coppers, I have gathered to secure the other rowings.
Mm-hmm.
They have been rusting with greater expediency. And sounds from the depths have become more frequent.
Mm-hmm.
And the speed with which it begins to progress seems to be connected to the amount of growth that is within friend Kareem.
Mm-hmm.
To what extent they are correlated or causational, I do not as of yet know.
Mm-hmm.
But I am continuing to search through writings of cycles prior to see what connections and what steps can be taken to right these steps.
Mm-hmm. If only it weren't so cold, then we could get some bees and maybe wax the ring to slow down the rusting, but
That certainly would be of great aid.
Mm-hmm.
But in this forever winter, it does not seem like such will be able to be found.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, I will be sure to discuss with Varys. Let them know. I will be sure to keep an eye on friend Zach's studies, and I will try to make sure that Kareem is okay, like I always have. I do appreciate you coming to me for this. Honesty is a very important quality to have. I understand I can be a bit gruff at times, and so it's good to know that you feel safe being able to tell me these things. Do let me know if you need anything. I have recently found a way to make ore stretch a bit further than it used to. The forge itself is very efficient, able to turn a single piece of ore into twice as many ingots if needed.
That is quite fortuitous.
Absolutely. Can also make some other tools and such if need be. I've been making some armor for friend Zach so they can hopefully collect experience and do the things that they do to keep themselves safe. If you or your community need anything of that sort, any armor or what have you, simply say the word. I may be a pirate, but I don't like to hoard my wealth. It's all metal at the end of the day.
Are not comfortable for one of my stature. I have used them twice to my recollection in recent cycle. If you can think of something that might be of use for me to have, I will certainly keep it upon me should the need arise for it.
I know... One sec. I know I've been finding more metals down below, and as such, I might be able to make another staff. If you would like, I might be able to make you one of those and train you in the ways of magic as well. Magic can be very protective when used right. And when you have the right focus, that is.
The
that
item
is up
that
to you,
I
though.
would most be intrigued to learn of from you would be the use of this.
Oh.
In my travels testing and learning of the wings and how to maneuver them, they became quite bothersome, and a fair number wielded that, but I was able to recover that. And I used some of the ancient rites to combine them together into a single piece.
Okay.
So, as they did not seem in such a usable state in their initial findings.
They are rather fragile if you're not careful, but I will say we'll need to get you a couple enchantments on this, perhaps a loyalty enchantment, so that way you don't end up throwing it and losing it. But
losing it would indeed be a great loss.
It would. It very much would. But yes, I can definitely do this. We'll make sure I'll just hand that back to you, or let me go ahead and that's better. But yes, we'll get the right enchantments on it, and we will do our best to train you as best we can. I know some enchantments we will probably avoid, channeling being one of them. Last thing you need is to have one of those explosive creatures become super powered.
That would be frightening indeed.
We will... I'll do my best to find what we need for it. But yes, we'll get you an enchantment for that. I'll teach you how to wield it. It is quite an honorable weapon, I will say. It is very useful, especially with how few arrows we're able to find.
And with our merchanting companions taking their leave somewhat without warning, it does make it difficult to set up regular trade with them.
Yes. But either way, I can do that. Is there anything else that you feel needs said? Do you need help trying to de-rust the ring, as it were? I can probably make you a bit of a better axe that won't break as easily.
That would be greatly appreciated, as it has gotten to the point where I'm going through 5 axes of this state each time through. It is getting, in addition to its regrowth, it is becoming more difficult to remove.
Mhm.
So if you can make some that are more durable than such, I would be greatly appreciative.
I can absolutely do that. I can even make you an axe that will hopefully regrow alongside the work that you're doing.
Oh my.
This axe, for example, is made out of a rare metal called promethium. Whenever, as long as it isn't being used up, as it were, as long as it is not in the act of being used, it will regrow itself. It will repair itself back to its former state. Some even say it has a secondary ability when it has regrown enough times.
That is quite amazing.
Of course, of course. I'll make sure. If you would like, I can go ahead and head straight to the forge and set to work on it. It shouldn't take too long. I'm sure I have
Do
some
make
spare
sure you
pieces.
have proper safeguards in place for your health.
Oh, of course. At the end of I made sure to place water near the forge to sit in, so I won't be worried about that. And the forge is very,
And it is far
very
enough
safe.
removed from the heat that you are not baking yourself, as it were.
Yes. Honestly, it reminds me of the tropical oceans that I used to sail in. It's honestly rather nice. Bit nostalgic at times.
Because of a great many things you are, I would hate to see you baked. Who knows what might happen in such a state.
Oh, I would hate to think about that. I'd probably smell delicious. That would be the start.
I did not wish to say it, but it was on my mind. I was not certain how it would be taken.
Trust me when I say we on the ship we had loads of dark humor. It never came to something like that, but we would always joke around, just like worst comes to worst, and then it would never even get close to that because we always made sure to have the right amount of supplies and such. Speaking of, thank you for always keeping us provided with food. It has been a godsend.
I'll do what I can.
That's all we can do. All right.
But
Do
as
you need...
there's nothing else that currently comes to mind unless the Isle of Berries. There seems to be some newly done construction there
Oh.
that is partially underway, but
Mhm.
none seem to know of where it originates. Is it perhaps something that you were working on between your travels?
Not... Well, not that I know of. I'm just going to step out of that. But not that I've been able to know of. It has been... I've been mainly underground, mining what I can, and staying a fair bit away from anything that might be, well, dangerous at times. So, like, either I've been I haven't known of any isles.
It is the area of which we set up the barriers for front fire. It can be seen from the lighthouse. It is just over yonder,
Oh, well,
if you desire to pay it a visit.
I would love to see it. I know Friend Fire's a big fan of berries, from what I understand. So.
That is one of the things which also concerns me about this, as a good 3/4 of the berry farm that was there was uprooted for this new construction.
Huh. Well, whatever the case, let's make our way over there.
just made a berry storage house.
Ah.
That's right.
I feel like I went in the wrong direction. Oh, nope, there we are. I was worried that I had gone in the wrong direction.
For
No, this is indeed the Isle of Berries.
Hmm.
It was
I've been
aptly
making a little-
named.
Oh, so
Like a
this is...
little house.
Oh, so this is your building.
Yeah, it's. It didn't feel right to make a tent, so I was like, you know what, might as well make a house
Yeah.
because we're going to come back here and restock every so often. So
Okay. Well, that explains that.
That it certainly does.
Mm-hmm. Looks lovely, I will say. Very, very nice construction. Good supports. It's going to make a lovely house.
thank you.
Mm-hmm.
The only support I really have concerns about is this, because it doesn't feel right to put one here,
Mm-hmm.
because then it's like only one walkway.
I think it should be good. It shouldn't lead to any issues, but worst comes to worst. I'm sure it'll work itself out in the end.
Do I hear a rat stealing my berries?
It was time for another harvest. You were just gonna leave these to sit on the vine?
I wasn't gonna leave them forever. It's like I was very busy. I was busy building a house. I do say that I don't like the woods I have for the walls.
Mm-hmm. What type of woods do you have?
I had this weird orange color wood. I didn't like it.
Oh, that looks like
And I'm already using
acacia?
I don't know. Found it in one of the chests. So I was like, might as well try to use it.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't fit with the cozy vibe.
Yeah,
It's too harsh.
definitely a bit of a... Yeah, maybe some birch?
I don't know where to find any birch though.
Mm.
I looking for something, I couldn't find any.
Did we not have a few birch trees growing over by the beach? On the far side.
I don't know. It's been a while since I've been over there.
Hmm.
I was gonna finish the sports and rest. It's hard labor. We'll have to continue it tomorrow as well.
Hmm.
Many. Oh no, those were merely fireflies.
What'd you think?
My hopes of bees appearing in this area
Ah,
soared to such heights only to be dashed below.
that would have
I'm
been
so
amazing.
sorry that you do not have your bees.
We can be very nice. Plus also the honey. Like, not just the wax, but the honey.
The bee's knees. You do not have the bees for the bees.
Captain, whatever did I do?
I was aiming for that.
Okay, did he hit you?
Squarely
I-
between the
I do.
eyes.
I'm so
Yeah.
sorry.
This is what I think about your folk.
That's not my
They're
folk.
dirt. Your fish.
You think I
I
don't
ate your
eat fish? Yeah, and I eat fish. Fish eat fish. You know that, right?
No.
Yes, there's always a bigger fish. Fish will eat bigger fish. That's how it works.
Okay, but there's bigger foxes than
Like
me.
that-
They don't eat me.
Yeah, there's also a lot of different fish. Like I feel like you were intending for that to be offensive, but that's just you eating. That doesn't. I'm not sure. Yeah, whatever your point was, it fell flat.
Okay. My insult fell flat.
There, friend fire. There.
Maybe
There,
more.
sir,
Maybe.
having a
Maybe.
vanilla.
maybe think through your insults next time. I would insult you back, but it appears you came unarmed.
Anything about fish? I can't swim. I could, but I don't know.
I mean, I would try to insult you back, but I don't like fighting people who are unarmed. You're a good one, Fire. You know that. You're a good sport.
I've been threatened with a fork. No,
Listen, I'll eat fish. Nom.
Just stab the fish and cook it over fire.
Friend
I'm
Captain,
saddened.
another thought
Yes.
does come to mind. Friend Kareem said your illness over the last few days was caused by the new plant growth you have been eating.
It seems to be the case, though it could also have been a combination of that and overworking. I have always been a bit of a workaholic.
Did you begin to cook it, or were you still continuing to eat it in its raw state?
I was still eating it raw.
Captain.
Captain.
Berries are good raw. I'm not a big fan of cooked fruit. I'll be honest with you.
Captain.
You're not wrong.
Some things can be eaten in the natural state, but in significant quantities in the natural state become toxic, which is why you need to prepare them. This
Well,
is true.
That's the
I've
first
heard
one
so
I've
many
ever
sweet
seen
berries.
that's done that to me, so...
Captain,
I
I thought
mean,
you would have been
sounds
aware of
good.
the bananas.
The bananas.
Well, yes, but that's
You spent
that's like the
time sailing
potassium.
in tropical waters.
That's the potassium that kills you. It's not the bananas itself.
A great many plants contain... Well, potassium is a great holder of that which... Of those energies. All plants, to some degree, store that energy within the fruit that they bear. Tomatoes and bananas in particular stored in larger quantities than others, but it is still stored within all, and with this unknown one, perhaps it is within even greater concentration than bananas and tomatoes.
Well, that is one theory.
If you do continue to eat them,
Oh no,
beseech you,
I've had my fill.
cook them.
I've stopped eating them after they made me sick, because now when I taste them, I just think about how my mouth tasted when I was sick.
So they did not taste
I've
well
moved on
the
to
second
carrots
time
now.
through.
I've moved on to carrots now.
But I thought that's for Flum. I thought the carrots were for
Flum- Flum is
can
no
have
more.
carrot.
What do you
Unless
mean?
there is Flum too.
What do you
Oh
mean
right,
Flum
there
is
is
more?
no. Yeah, right. something
Flum is
happened.
no more.
What do you mean Flum is no more?
I told you of that which happened when the animals were
I
released
only
outside
heard
of the
that
home.
Zach was traumatized by a frog.
And the cats were released, and they acted upon their base instincts, and Flum was,
No.
as it was, yeeted from existence. I believe is the term that was used.
Yes.
What does yeeted mean?
Removed with
Thrown
expediency.
very, very far.
Ah,
Also, that's a lot of creepers over there.
Or wait, wait. Yeet is speed. Kobe is distance. I
is
think.
was it not to
Who
have
is-
them removed
what
with
are
great
you-
Yes,
expediency?
yeet is expediency.
See.
What or who is a Kobe?
That's a good question. And I wish I had the answer, but I really don't.
Do you
It
know
isn't
the
often
answer?
that I don't have an answer.
You're the captain. You lived long.
Yes, I have. Thank you for noticing.
They have lived long and traveled far, but it seems that many things
I've
surpassed
undergone
their
many
height.
changes in my life. Yes. I've undergone many changes in my life, so a lot of the knowledge that I have Not all. Just because I've lived long does not mean that I know everything.
Okay, then why did my kin tell me adults know everything?
That was a bold-faced lie.
Why would my kin lie to me, though?
The times
Older
when you
people
have deceived
more
others.
experience and are more likely to be right, but that does not mean that they are always right. It is simply a misunderstanding that with age comes.
With
you know the
age-
saying "practice makes perfect." It's a bit of a lie as well. It's more practice makes. There's some practice makes good enough. You know.
But I have perfected my potions.
Yes.
And yeah, I had to practice. When
Yes.
practice doesn't make perfect, I perfected my potions by practicing.
Yes, you
And
perfected
friend
them
fire.
for your standards.
Allow me to say this. When you were practicing your potions, did you change the recipes?
Yes.
And if you practiced potions without changing the recipes and merely reiterated the same ones over and over, would they have improved?
No.
But you would still have been practicing your potion craft.
Yes.
Practice
At
does
the end-
not necessitate improvement. Practice allows someone to improve, but it does not necessitate that it
has
happen.
fallen from the sky.
Welcome back. We're just looking at this new. Oh, like I said, be careful standing next to me. I can breathe water. You cannot.
Let me water your... sorry, it seems I need to water my fish.
Oh my
Did you
word!
need to take your fish on the wall?
You should have seen it, Kareem. They were trying. Fire was trying to insult me by eating a fish in front of me, not realizing that I also eat fish.
Very strict again.
I eat fish. Fish eat fish. Fish are different.
I also eat fish.
Yes.
I'm also a fish.
You only became part of a fish because of weird things you showed up again.
I'm also part something. I didn't really ask what my hands are.
They look not a cat.
They're yours. So.
That is true. Also.
Ow! Why? What? What did I do this time?
Made a
This time.
Is it truly whether or not the proper question to ask what you have done this time, or is it more appropriate to ask what haven't you done this time?
You know, that's fair. That's fair. Listen, I'm taking the advice of the people around me. I've been good today. I haven't even, in fact, let me be even better. I found this, I'm turning it in.
Good.
Yeah,
I need to figure out what to do with all this because I just have it in a barrel.
that,
Should that be
You can
discovered by
block it.
someone, I think that
you
would...
you can put it in bags, and then you can have more gunpowder in the barrel at one point.
I only have one bag.
Well, no, like, if you put them in a crafting table, like a 3x3, it makes a bag, I'm pretty sure.
It condenses it into a...
It condenses it into a block that you can place.
Oh, a
gunpowder.
block.
Yes,
Oh.
that is what I am saying.
Listen, my brain doesn't brain.
Although to
It's
be
okay, the
fair,
Minecraft
Captain,
mechanics are hard to explain in
What's
lore.
Minecraft?
To be fair, friend
you have to
Captain,
use
Well,
You have to
see,
use
this right
your-
here,
when
that's mining. And then when you make things, that's crafting.
when placed
How
together
can I
in
use
such
you?
a manner, their explosive force does increase threefold.
Yeah, if you're not safe with it.
Kaboom.
You have to store it in
Which
a
reminds
safe
me,
place.
I need to hide that. Hi, Ferris.
Hello.
How you doing there, buddy?
Why are you
Welcome
talking to me like that?
Don't worry about it.
I feel like I've lost the plot. Ooh, jeez.
Louis died?
Nothing.
Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay.
The captain was
I'll take
telling
that
me
if
of
you
the
want.
thing which you found before.
I'm certainly do not have much of an appetite for cheese anymore.
Understandable.
I also just can't eat it.
Don't worry, I will eat all of the cheese you don't.
That is a bold claim, Captain. One should
I am
not
a
make
bold
promises they are not prepared to follow through on.
I am a bold man.
Very well, we must go to the
Are
caves.
you a man or are
Let's
you a
go! That is for me to know and for no one to find out.
What?
To the cave! I have no idea where you are.
I'm being told it's a cheese cave. What?
Oh yeah, you get to come see it too.
Much as I don't like cheese, it sounds strange.
It is very cool. I will say, when I was exploring the new perimeter that we have, I ended up finding a singular block that was out of place in a cave, and I dug through it, and I saw the chests of that cave.
I mean, given
Yes, I'm
how
not very
long
picky
ago
by what I eat.
given how long ago the cycles prior prepared such a storehouse of foods, it is surprising the weathering did not expose it on its own.
It just means that they built it with intent.
Wee.
Captain, hold up.
Yes.
Okay, never mind. You
Sorry if
found
I'm
you
a
found the
bit
pool
slow,
of water.
That was
Yes.
very blinding.
Ooh.
Believe.
Hmm.
Yes, it's around here. Yeah, right. It was
Just over
rather
this hill.
obvious when I looked through here.
Oh.
Here's the mechanism for the main entrance.
Oh, wonderful.
Oh.
Friend Kareem, flip this lever when your heart desires.
Okay. Oh. Oh.
What?
Oh.
It's all
Ow.
cheese.
Oh.
Why do they have a cave just of cheese?
Why not?
But why?
I assume that they were that there was a time period where they didn't where wasn't
Foods
enough.
were in short supply.
Yes.
Where
And
what
so-
were in short supply?
Foodstuffs.
Foodstuffs.
Yes, stuffs that are food. But yes, I'm not that picky of an eater, so I'm very opportunistic. I will eat just about
Just
anything.
a maze of cheese.
Yes,
I mean, there's
all
more.
the cheese one could ever want to eat.
How did you get out of here?
You get
I'm
back out through this way.
Stuck.
Okay. Everything looks the same.
When you spend enough time wandering the caves, it
Oh.
Guys, leave it open.
I did.
Come on back, Kay. Come on, we're here.
I mean, if that is truly how you feel towards me, friend Kareem, then I suppose I could make that my home.
Ow. Ow.
If I'm not mistaken, it was Ferris who closed the door.
I tried to open it back up. I don't.
Then it was fire. Betrayal. Et tu, Brutus. Et tu.
Friend Fire, my heart can only take so much.
I didn't do it on purpose. I thought Ferris pulled the lever. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Here, have some
You pulled the
cheese.
lever and I think I pulled it. Why?
Liz,
That-
I thought you pulled it first, and it didn't close. So I was like, "Oh, I'm just gonna pull it."
But yes, with all that being said, I need to go and make an axe for Kay. To hopefully help
Most
me.
appreciative.
I'm sorry.
Of
Here.
course, of course.
All is forgiven, friend Fire.
Ooh, gold. No, it's cheese.
I'm just going to go to the water and just swim the way back.
I don't think I need that much cheese.
Oh. I don't even think I could ever carry that much cheese.
Did you ever get a sharp pain in your chest? For
Can
no
I just say
reason?
the way that the water froze over here looks really cool.
I do at times. Oh.
It looks like a staircase. Just
Okay,
Oh.
yeah.
Huh.
Ow! Regret.
Oh. Oh.
Ooh.
Oh.
There's not any of the stuff in the helmet's broken.
I'm sorry, okay?
It's fine.
Yes, I would.
Could I just breathe the water that I was in? I almost died.
Please don't.
Oh, aquarium!
Aquarium.
I love aquarium.
I guess we
You
could
can-
leave the fish to themselves.
I
Aquarium
suppose
is
so.
it's the same metal that my armor's made out of. It lets me breathe.
Ah.
So it's special.
I thought you were merely
Very
speaking you had found something else to put within an aquarium.
Fish bathroom.
Oh,
I thought you had found another lottle of small stature.
There's
Oh.
plenty of them in the fishbowl.
El is so happy to have so many new friends.
I can imagine.
Like I was so worried for the longest time that it was just gonna be just them. I'm so happy we were able to find some more. All right, I'm gonna take the quick way back because all of you can fly.
Interesting.
Had to go over land, so it went a bit slower than I wanted. Bum, 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 bum. All right. Should be able to. Looks like I might need some sticks of some sort. You away. Put Trillium up. Alright, I also found this.
Oh. Was not expecting
Neither was I. that
And who might this be?
Not sure. I'm assuming someone from a previous cycle, just because I was next to one of those urns and one of those explosive ones decided that they were just going to blow up right next to it. Thought it wouldn't be right to just leave it rolling around down there.
That it would not.
Maybe. Either way, does anybody have any sticks?
I
I
have a
think so.
few.
I need 2, and then I can make that axe for it. Okay. That's perfect. There we go. Now, I made one of these for Kareem a little bit ago, so...
I
There
did
we go.
also leave a fair amount of supplies for your artisanal works in your mailbox.
Yes. But yes, let me know how that feels for you.
This is an axe.
Yes.
It looks almost like a pickaxe, more so.
Yeah, but this is an axe. The pickaxes look a bit more like this.
Might as well put.
Let's see.
But
And
yes,
you said
that
it
should
repairs
should
itself
over time.
Over time.
Yes.
Let's see.
It also should be a fair bit stronger than the iron axes that you've been using.
Well, given that my payment will be in cheese, where would you like it delivered?
Well, I have been living at the house, so if you want to just place it in there, then that's fine by me. This also works.
Very well. And should you have needs assistance in gathering the other items or for the other things we discussed, do let me know.
Of course, of course.
Travel is no longer impeded by my short legs.
Exactly. Either way, I am going to turn in early for the day. If
Do
you
get
all
your
could
rest.
send-
Please work to recover.
Absolutely.
And if you overwork yourself again, I'm not sure if you have knees, so my usual
I mean, I
method of
have
motivation
knees,
does
it's
not
just
truly
when I'm in
apply.
the water, when I'm in the water, they're not really knees anymore.
I mean, usually I say something to the lines of, get the rest you deserve, or your knees will be taken.
But
Until
my
you
knees get
behave,
taken every
but
time I hop in the
but
water.
that
You're
does
just gonna
not-
shove me in the water?
that does not
Gonna-
seem to have the same effect on you as it might to others. I will need to come up with something more pertinent to your situation.
What is this about knees?
What about elbows?
You know, I do have elbows.
That is
I do
true.
keep those.
That is
They're
true.
they're like the knees of the arms.
I hate that you said that.
You're the
But
one
they
that
are
brought it
not
up.
wrong to say
You're
so.
the one that brought it up.
I know.
As much as you might dislike
No,
to say that statement,
No, I
it
can't
is
get
not
out of my mind.
incorrect to
What if
say
the
so.
elbows were replaced with knees?
Oh,
I can't get that out of my mind.
I mean, to be fair,
Yes.
that is the way that most creatures work in the animal kingdom.
Mhm. But
They
yes,
more
I
so
will
have
say
elbows than knees.
Fair, but I just hate it
if you
anyways.
if you have need of any metals, I made sure to bring my hull out here for any needs. If you want to experiment with the forge, it is there, easy to do.
Any further coppers I find, I will certainly take here to extract, to stretch it farther for the use.
Absolutely. If you would like, there is already some copper in here for you to take home.
Ah. Much, much appreciated.
Absolutely. Well, I'm going to be off. You will all enjoy your day.
Get
Or
your
night, or whatever time it is. Time zone.
Get your rest you deserve, or your elbows will become knees.
Ew.
Fire wanted me to let you know that she also turned in for the night.
I see.
Alright.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna go to bed as well.
Rest well, young Ferris. And how do you feel on this day, Cream?
Alright. Seeing those creature things is not a pleasant sight.
I have never seen something of their like before. The captain said that you saw one earlier. Whereabouts was that?
It was in, the place where I usually store my building supplies.
It was within the building.
It seemed to be stuck in there. It was too tall to get out. That was the first one.
Hold on. Oh, not the. Was it the stables in the communal house over here?
It was this building over here.
This one. I see.
Yeah.
There have become a great many buildings where you store things as of late.
Yes, I guess that is true. But I usually only go here or to my little shop.
Hold on.
They couldn't seem to get out of here. It was far too tall.
It was too tall to exit past the light. Wait. That was not. Was it?
I don't... Didn't Ferris dig that hole?
But did not remain an opening? It is closed over.
Set out the fine china and the good pasta.
That.
It seems fine up here, but that being filled in.
But there's no other source of it nearby since these requests. But this seems
Fresh? New?
The resonance it has is different than the growths that were here before.
Different how?
Less. What? I'm sorry, words for this are not easy to come by. Because that which is below tends to be in a more reclusive and patient sound in the resonance within it. It is more reactive to things around it. And when these growths happened during your absence, they were by no means reactive. There was an energy in the air around them of necessitated haste and of urgency. This is different.
I would ask him, but I don't feel like going back down there.
This feels more frustrated. It's Sorry, I'm not entirely sure of the words to use here.
That's, I certainly don't know if I'm understanding most of this anyway.
It's. I do apologize, but there's not an easy way to say this. It's more so of a gut feeling, as I've heard others talk about it. It's the energies that I feel from it. It's not quite anxious or nervous. It's frustrated. This.
Feel like it's waiting for something?
I do not know, but this is the same energies that the creature by the captain's vessel was giving off. It was not so much searching someone out and it caused us no harm, nor did it approach us. It wasn't quite looking for anything either. It had no purpose to its movements. It was more so pacing as one does when awaiting news.
So it's waiting for something.
Perhaps I am not entirely certain. This is. Wait. How long has it been since our confrontation at the tower? It has been.
I don't exactly know.
Has it been 2 moons yet?
Maybe.
2 moon cycles, I should state.
Not exactly sure. It's been, I mean, I know I was down below for maybe a month, and I don't exactly know. I haven't been really keeping track of how much time it's been since then. Maybe? I'm not sure.
The rites and cycles of old speak in timings of the moon. I never truly paid much timing to it other than the time of particular rites being conducted. But if there's some connection between the spacing of events and given our current state with the shadows,
I don't know. This all really confuses me.
This does narrow down the areas in the text I need to search.
What are you looking for?
Well, now I need to search primarily on the areas dealing with the timing of events so that I can see if there is a pattern or a spacing between when certain events take place to when the next occurs. And if I see in cycles past if there is a regularity to the frequency of the spacing between certain events. To see if that might be indicative of what is happening here.
So it's waiting for something to happen at a certain time period.
Within a certain time period. And given that we already have, I believe those are heralds? If the heralds are already wandering, waiting for it, then there might not be much time left before things needs happen.
I guess the question is what's going to happen?
Given what I recall, the selection of a prophet, if I am right about that having occurred at the tower, I know there are some things that happen after the selection, but it has been so long since a prophet was chosen that those rites need not have been done. I don't think they've yet been conducted in this cycle.
So, someone within... I'm not sure if I exactly... So, it's looking for a prophet?
If the time has come and it is in needs of a prophet for the safeguarding of the cycle, then it will begin the searching and selecting thereof. But usually prophets are raised only in times of great culling to lessen the danger, to safeguard that which is, and lessen the effects of the culling. These are not times of which I usually speak. Usually, the happier messages are those that we share. The last thing I need is for another person to begin their ramblings of the cycle's end. There was a time in the past where one took those messages a bit too adamantly and tried to incite them to occur.
So, someone tried to make a prophet?
Someone tried to incite a culling that the shadows might call upon a prophet, which they believed would be them. But such was not the result. They were put down like a rabid dog. There was no need for the shadows to intercede directly. But the effects of their interaction did cause, at that time, some significant harm to the community. But at least this does narrow down the search to a degree. Hopefully I can find that which the shadow awaits before the timing of it is surpassed.
I mean, Frank did say I had to be patient for something. He didn't exactly tell me what he meant, but...
From what you've told of me, they do seem to speak in cryptic passage.
Tell me about it. He always would be evasive and cunning, especially when he was trying to get someone to buy something that he was selling when we worked together. Always knew exactly how to say the right thing to get what he wanted.
Do not take this the wrong way, but I do not trust the words of any merchant.
That is fair. Some will often try to upsell you. I always at least tried to be honest with what my prices were. This until Frank insisted that I had to raise my prices. Upsell innocent people. It wasn't my favorite thing to do, but he was very persistent.
And persuasive, it seems.
Very much so.
And I don't know what I'll be doing over the days to come. Is there aught that you need of me? Any projects you are working on?
Not really. I'll probably have to go fix the community house. Something tore it up a little bit, and I have to go tend to it. Like someone broke down the door. Or something.
I believe that was Labby's compatriot.
I don't think they fit through the doors. They found a way in.
Tend to be tethered to Labby at the hip. And if there's not an area through which they can enter, they make it so.
Seems there's some more up there.
Oh. But it is... It is certainly not like that which was before, because that was wholly making itself a part of and replacing what was before. Whereas this is incorporating itself
crashed into
within.
This at one point and chipped some of it off, and it took its place. I haven't really been able
Perhaps.
to fly upright in a while. Crash into things almost always.
Interesting. And I'm not certain if that is in a good way or not.
I'm not really sure either. It's really strange that it's quiet around.
The nights often get quiet like this. It is usually when I get most of my research done onto the cycles past.
I'm
As
usually
much as
resting at this
I
time.
adore the others, they are not conducive to studying.
I know, I'm not much of a reader. I'm very much hands-on and like to be out there. Of course, more recently I've just been sleeping a lot.
Let's see. So you had your growths. Was began to bloom, and now we have these. We have the heralds. Things are beginning to move at a speed I am not used to encountering. It is said that time often moves slow within the smaller communities, but this level and this frequency of expediency is not been for some time.
Hasn't been this chaotic as far as I can remember for a while.
It has been some time.
For years, it's always been kind of quiet. Just Zach, the captain, and I all living together, and now it's all this.
And all the lights I placed beneath the bridge there useful for you? The pumpkin lights I placed beneath the bridge. Are those...
They're definitely useful. Especially when I'm trying to practice doing tight turns. If I fall, I just fall into the water.
I'm glad my construction is proving of use.
I should probably head in for the night.
Well, in that case I shall hit the books, as it were. Get the rest you deserve, or... You have knees, correct?
I'm pretty sure, yes.
Very well. I do not believe I need to give you the same level of motivation to rest as the captain. You seem more willing to take care of your needs.
Most of the time. You get some rest as well.
I will get the rest that I need. Of any more than that, I cannot guarantee. Armor. Oh, we got those. Friend Rail, were you able to find more of the wood of which we requested? They were. Well. Seems that the Herald's work is beginning to progress. This is good. Very good. This, we should be able to begin moving our supplies. Now that all have turned in, we have not seen Labby or their compatriot in some time. They have secluded themselves to their abode. It's within. We need to do something about that. Actually, might be best if we were just to do this. While we will lose the use of the corner, if it gives us the privacy that we require. No, we do not want it there. If our area is, our boat is found, that could easily be reached from the exterior. Start storing cheese up here. Metals will go with this one. No, we do not have much use for much metal, so we can store the other collections from the ground there. Twilight's tender grasp, the shadows stretch, a canvas woven with hues of darkness etch. Beneath the sinking sun, a cloak unfurls, as whispers of the night like secrets swirl. The sun, a fading ember in the west, casts long and eerie shadows manifest. A tapestry of dark where danger lies, in creeping shadows where the danger flies. With every lengthening of evening's gown, approaching subtle peril wearing a frown, the shadows stretch in ominous ballet. An overture to what lurks in the gray, in twilight's pause where day and night entwine, a subtle warning written in design, The edges blur a realm of the unknown, a realm where wary footsteps should be sown. Approaching danger, a spectral wraith, a dance with shadows, a precarious faith. In Twilight's realm where danger encroaches, the shadows stretch and mystery approaches. If that's not bedtime reading material, I do not know what is. Gift from the captain. The things they leave unsaid. They left much unsaid in that message, and the words unsaid are often as telling as those that are. When Ferris collected vines and growth from darkness, how of which they managed to do so, I still have not found. We will need to carry with us. We cannot risk it being grabbed by any other. Not with the dangers it poses. Not for what is to come. The journal of those which were buried. Back when the realm began. These are the tales of those which came after, and the legend they made of such an event. We will need to revisit these tales at a later time. Throughout this week and perhaps into the next. Hushed vow. And the vigil for the silent sight. This could be pertinent. Remember when I took the hushed vow, I can still recall before I had been chosen as next in line, the silent sage. Still recall the taste of iron when I made my choice. I can't help but recall the sweetness of the fresh honey that came with it, and of the chiming of the shadows as it joined with me and granted the first of many blessings. And with it the ability to commune with the shadows and all they pervade. All they pervade. So those areas, even the angered one, there's some connection. I can only await with bated breath in anticipation of what joyous sounds and flavors come on this next jaunt of the journey. The great things I have been able to do since my voice was made not of my own still brings joy to all those who gather. I hope for many cycles to come. To be able to see things as the shadows do, to see as the silent sentinels do, to see the hearts and intentions of those who near the community. I am tempted to use the knife early, but in other ways I am loath to do so, as I know of what I must sacrifice. And I must speak true, as this is in part why I spend my vigil writing here. I supplicate myself to the shadows in hopes they might stoop to assuage the fears of one as lowly as myself. My only hope is that the others. And that is before the burial. These wings, the next prototype. Well, that certainly gives us some to think on in that regard. The hushed vow was taken before that of Silent Sight. Neither of us has been hushed in any way, save for the moments early on this morning where my voice was uncooperative. But the hushed vow is much more lasting than that. It seems they have not made their way back here as of yet. Although Ferris might be the only one. No, even Ferris has difficulty with these as of such, so it is unlikely that they would, as there would be evidence of such tamperings. That was the message from Ferris sent to us. That shall remain. Empty journal, and empty journal. Those can remain here. The empty journals need not make the journey with us. We do not wish to be followed over, as that could lead to difficulties. This was the one that we made for Friend 5 for the passage of their kin. That remains behind as well. Blockades. Blockades need not come with. Pebbles. Those in there. And of these books, we must check them as well. Oh, these little journals from Olive. Whisper not of. This one is not of Olive's. This one was of the cycle prior for the riddle which led to the caves. Whisper not of the Elder's silent choreography where symbols of yore inscribe the passage to the concealed larder. Beyond the facade of nature's silent ballet where the terrain meets sorcery's edge, lies the gateway to provisions hidden from the gaze. When the whispers of a generation past beckon and the borders between realms shimmers with otherworldly energies, the seekers must unravel the enigma, revealing sustenance concealed within the heart of the mountain of red, poised to defy the encroaching barrier. That I can go with. That's all these book. Codes and ciphers can remain here. What was in this one? This one was another of Olive's books. Seeds. Signs for preparing the Bethel. What was this journal? Another of Olive's stories of the broken rodent. The one that they seem to have directed towards myself. Our connection to our past. That will need to come with. Personal journal. Although it might as well be tied to Reem. But once we have moved our belongings over yonder, we need be as concerned of others finding the journals. That is a handy little opening. We can store these here. Go there. Or goes. Yes. Small blocks of the diamond. And the flowers can go there. Until Captain makes newer armor, we should keep that on ourselves in case of emergency. Actually, we should condense these. Needs to make ourselves a crafting table over here. Right. Let's try to have some still here remaining. There we are. Once we are here, we might as well. More saplings, arrows. Those can be moved up to the farm. That can be taken to Fire's area. Backup bucket of water for the captain. Okay, for cream. That here. Bring these with. Stone. Moss. Charcoal remains here, although we should perhaps move it over towards the furnaces area for cooking. These as well. Let us go ahead and store these things. And before the herald's impatience grows. We should actually check in on the one that we saw, see if it is returned to its state or if it remains as it was. After that, we should. Start preparing for our rest. Is that which we are to search for is not to be found in those writings. All of our tools in one. Underneath the torch's light. It's as good a spot as any. The captain is so concerned over his blocks. The gunpowder that Kareem might be fashioning in that concentrated amounts, yet here we are. Once we found a method by which we could remove the explosive personality, we need not to worry about that anymore. Let's go ahead. We will go ahead and place this here. Access. It's all into this one. That includes the tools that are to be used as fuel. Actually, those we should just return to the furnaces. Sticks we can carry upon our person. There we are. And let us swing over this way. The herald yet watches. See. The frustration certainly grows. We do need to find out that which they are anxious to occur before their frustration becomes that of a danger to the community. Because that is the last thing we would wish upon others. have been uphold an end of the bargain that was struck. There we go. That should satisfy our needs to move items for the time being. Let us test this. Oh, it seems that someone in the community has managed to come by today. That is good. They have tended to that, then why did they neglect the bowl? Let us tend to that. Cleaning these, and then we can abide for the evening. One has become permanently corrupted. We can stand to that for the time being. These ones, that's right, these ones are the ones that cannot be cleansed. So we'll have to leave those in the current state up there. I believe that is the best that we can do for the time being. So yes, these ones on the top layer cannot be, and they are stubborn. In that case, let us spend another evening in our home of old. This certainly is more durable than those tools which I was using before. Because even doing that which we did over there would take nearly 2 axes of the iron variety. But the heralds have made themselves known. We must work to aid them in their task before things become violent in nature. What? Let us see what the next coming of the day brings. Alright, let's go ahead and see who I got on that I can send us on over to. Because I got quite a few people on. I do believe that we're going to go over to the person that we're going to be doing a collab with later this week. So, let's go ahead and get that in. And while I get that pulled up, let's go ahead and get you all your Battle Royale. We're going to be raiding on over to Captain Jellyfish. They are a wonderfully fun person. I've known them for a few years now, and they actually rigged one of my models, and they may be rigging a few more coming in the future. Because I don't know how to stop my collection. It just continues to grow. But, in other news, we are going to be doing a collab with them later this week. Next planned stream is going to be on Friday. Timing on that is still a little bit wibbly wobbly, but we do got an event up for that in the Discord, as well as a reminder event for Saturday as well, which is going to be Saturday is going to be a collab with the wonderful person who rated us today, Terminian Link VT. So yeah, let's go ahead and I forgot to hit the start rate button. Okay. But pleasure to have you all stop on by today for lore. Look forward to seeing those of you who can make it to the collab streams, as I struggle with my smooth brain and others struggle with me. As always, make sure you are taking care of yourselves, get your eats, get your sleeps, and please get the rest you deserve. And congratulations to It's Bella for winning the Battle Royale.
Oh no.